Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome to today's daily workout. Turn that down a little bit. Okay. So there's been an update. There's 3 new cars, a handful of new engine swaps, and it's Friday. There's weekly challenges. So these are from the cafe menu. I did the cafe menus. I already had the cars. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, money. 5 stars money. Maybe. I think that's how it works. 500,000. All right. Man, I could build a house with all the bricks I got. A gold house. How about that? Another 5 star. Oh no, see, now it's cars and parts. I don't know what those stars mean, dude. Is it the value? Cool, Skyline. Probably got that one already. I think that takes one of the GTRs takes a FWD Engine Swap, which is a crazy car. Probably just cash that in. So, this is one of the cars that gets a new engine swap. Takes a rally car engine. Same with this Scirocco here. What engine does that take? That takes I think the Suzuki V8. Let's find out. I already had these modded. I turned them back to stock just to see. We'll see the engines all worked on. What's the gearbox look like? That's decent. It's pretty good. Looks like it'll go 170, 180. Okay. Let's yeah, we're gonna slap in this engine. GTI VGT GR3. Oh, that's a Volkswagen engine. I'm not sure what it is. Wide body? Let's go wide body. We're gonna have an aggressive front wheel drive vehicle here. Yep, cool. So the engine swaps are always pretty absurd with the amount of power you gain. Yeah, all right. Since we went wide body, I'll throw on the body kit too. The ground effects. What's the spoiler look like? Nah. Oop. No front grille. There's a license plate. Yeah, I'll do that. Hood pins. I like to throw in the hood pins when I get an engine swap, just like pretend it's like, I don't know, doing something. And some wheels. Oh, those were already aftermarket wheels. Blue with the brass rims always looks good. Kind of a Subaru WRX thing though. These look good. No offset. Oh, you can't go wider. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, I noticed that when I put the wide body on, the rims just automatically fit in the wheel well. I've never seen that before. I haven't noticed it. Normally you gotta go get rims and get the offset and the wide tires to make it fit. Anyway, My camera's a bit crooked here. See if I can fix it. There you go, that's more better. Let's go. Nice. Whoop. Holding on to grip in that fourth gear. That's what I mean by the engine swaps are always absurd. It makes like the first 3 gears like obsolete. This is the kind of race that you probably just win in 6th gear. Oh. I'm driving stupid, dude. I played a lot of Grand Theft Auto yesterday, and like my controls like adapted to that, so now I'm like gotta relearn. The Gran Turismo controls. So you don't even have to downshift with such a strong engine. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what kind of engine this was. So VGT, Volkswagen. I'm guessing it's a V6. Says it's a turbo. I want to see what first and second gear are like. Yep. Damn near obsolete. You just don't need them. And I got sport hard tires on. Not the grippiest, but I consider them to be consider these to be the standard for a normal vehicle to be sporty. These are like just throwing on tennis shoes. You can throw on tennis shoes and pretty much go play any sport: basketball, running, tennis, jogging, whatever. You know, these are the tennis shoes of the tires. Looks like it would have got to about 170 there with that 6th gear. Oop. Cool, yeah, it's pretty athletic vehicle. Whoop. Yeah, I think the Volkswagen Turbo is kind of a cool car anyway, as far as like sport hatchbacks go. It's got a good shape, good balance. Okay, 6.5 miles. And with the wide body, yeah, it makes it look pretty aggressive there. Let's see what these all sound like. Ah, what am I doing? That's not what I meant to do. Sorry, I'm not gonna make you sit through that again. Let's just get to what I was trying to say here. Oh, that's me cruising in 6th gear. Optimizing my gas mileage. Yeah, sounds alright. I think it has a good gargle on the downshifts. We haven't really heard it yet though. Maybe not. Yeah, real fast car. Jeez. Video's already at 13 minutes. You know what I noticed though is that it doesn't seem like they upload that much faster if I make short videos, so I don't know if we'll bother making them short. So Twingo gets an engine swap, he gets the K20 in there. What else is going on? Let's you know, just for fun, let's just start looking at it. Oh, I'm saying somebody's outside of my house looking at my stuff. Alright, he's gone. I'm gonna bust an engine swap here. Oh, excuse me. Again, I forgot to look at what. So this is an inline 4 rally car engine. So you watch, we'll go wide body. I bet you the tires and rims will be tucked underneath. A little bit. But watch, we'll go put rims on and it'll, yeah, I don't know why that Scirocco just automatically made the rims bigger. So I was going with like a rally car theme with that car. But there's already a 4-wheel drive Focus, so. So we'll keep them 18. Alrighty. I'm gonna take it in the same race, see how it compares. To the Scirocco. Bet you guys recognize that song. It's funny how many like cool songs have come out of video games. So I forgot to check the front downforce on both of these guys, but it's stock, so factory downforce or whatever. So they're probably the same. I think they both probably came to 10 or so. Yeah, this is yeah, this car feels good with this engine. Keep hitting the sides. Yeah, it's got some torque steer, which means when the front wheels spin so hard, it's like they don't want to turn. I feel like the Scirocco accelerated better, but I don't know. Yeah, I think the Scirocco is a little better to drive, a little easier. Or I mean, it handled better. Yeah, I'm not sure if this Focus even counts as like a sport hatchback or whatever, because it's got 4 doors. It's kind of more of like a family car. Scirocco's are like single guy cars in a way, and like young men. Ford Focus like this, it's more of a family car. Look at all that cargo space. Scirocco did the same thing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty good as a wide body. I just don't like the 4 doors. I don't think any sports car should have 4 doors. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, what are you taking your family to the grocery store on the The twisties? You know, what's the point of that? I get that they gotta try and sell to like everybody, but I'll never really see a four-door car as like an actual sports car. Yeah, pretty cool. There's actually someone that lives around the corner who has like a Festiva or whatever, but it looks like that. It's pretty aggressive little car. All right, cool. Let's check the. Oh, dude, I think I had sport suspension on that Focus, so that wasn't really a fair comparison anyway. Even though I think the Scirocco did better. Let's see. 603, 618, yeah, that's got better. Any mods? Oh, look at all that downforce. 60, 50 in the back. Okay, I'm curious what this engine is. Let's go take a look. I think it's a V6 turbo, but it doesn't say. I guess because it's a VGT. They don't have real engines in fake cars. It's a mid-engine vehicle. All right. Oh, and I've never owned it. Look at that. It's kind of a weird car. All that downforce and no roof. Oh yeah. Neato. Okay, I'm at 12 miles per daily mileage. What else we got? So that Giulia I bought the other day, yeah, I got the engine swap. This was the one I already had. It's wide body and it's got the Civic engine in it. This is the one I bought the other day. Not wide body, but it has the newer Giulia engine in it, which is a good engine. There's another front wheel drive car with an engine swap. I won't do that right now though. Twingo. Oh, yep. Okay, so some spoon wheels on here since it's getting a Civic engine anyway. Okay, let's get this engine swap. Enter the Twingo, whoops, enter the Twingo race. Heavier engine. But that's like damn near 6 times the horsepower. Yeah, the little thing I used to do was I'd have the stock engine, or I'd have the stock car, and then I'd have the car with the engine swap. And then when I'd swap the engine into, I'd get wide body. And that was kind of how I could tell them apart in my garage. If a car was wide body, it meant it had the engine swap. I don't really bother with that anymore now. There's so many cars with engine swaps, it doesn't matter. Man, this thing probably, something that's funny is like, when you get an engine swap, it keeps the original transmission, but the new engine usually has more RPMs, so your transmission is gonna go faster. You're gonna reach higher speeds. Because I'm guessing this transmission before, with that, what, I have 50 horsepower? A 50 horsepower car would be geared really low. Like 5th gear probably would only get to like 80 or something. 5 laps. Comfort mediums. This thing wants to peel out in every gear. Alright, well, I'm going to short shift it so you can keep the wheels from spinning. Because, did you know when you lose traction, the tire is sliding on liquid rubber? And so, your car's actually moving slower when you're sliding. Because people want to burn out as if that's like going to make them leave faster, but it doesn't. This thing kind of sounds like an animal, the way the tires keep wanting to screech and roar. Sounds like a tortured animal. It's like a demon rat or something. $92. Yeah, so something that happens is one tire is burning out. So that doesn't help with grip either. The reason for that is the differentials. The mechanism sends power to the wheel with the least grip. Not on purpose, that's just how the mechanism is designed. That's a symptom of it. That's why you get things like a limited slip differential. I think a posi traction works like that too. I don't really know what a posi is though. Final lap. Let's see if I can lap anybody. I don't have quite enough grip to make a fast lap. Yeah, so that's why it'll happen a lot too. When you're going around a corner, all your weight is on the outside wheel. So your inside wheel will start spinning because it has less grip. And that's why you can't drift an FR car with an open differential. Whoa, cool car. Clean race. Man, so I didn't get the daily mileage though. Final lap. Sometimes I skip laps because it takes me a while to learn the car. And so the better looking lap is usually towards the end anyway. Yeah, I said I was going to get Mexican food the other day, but I didn't. I didn't want to go today. I'm trying to find some empanadas. Yeah, that thing's flying. A little car like that. Yee! Oh my God. Okay. How many miles we at? 18.3 miles. I haven't driven this car yet. Oh, that's actually one of the challenges. 4 laps on that thing. How long is that lap? How long is that track? Doesn't say. Let's take it to Goodwood. 2.3, and how many miles do I need? 6, 7, 8. So 4 laps of this should give me daily mileage. Let's go. So the thing about Porsches, the engine is in the rear. It's in the way back. So the whole thing, like I was talking about how you're driving, you're controlling the inertia of a car. Porsches have their inertia in the back. So it's like you gotta drive and anticipate that it's the back of the car that's gonna kind of lead the way through the turn. And I'm not an expert on driving Porsches. In fact, I used to, back in like Gran Turismo 3 or 4, they didn't have Porsches, they had roofs, but that's a tuning company for Porsche. And I just straight up couldn't drive them. I gave up. I was like, I don't like Porsches. I just couldn't even drive them. Then as I started to like kind of think about it more, I realized the layout of having a a boxer engine, a flat opposing cylinder engine, in the back of the car is like very unique and effective. And then the thing is, since you don't have an engine in the front, you can make the hood wedge shaped, which helps with downforce. And you don't really notice it in Porsches because they have the headlights. The headlights kind of mess up the profile of the car. They pop up, or they're not pop-up headlights, but you know, they're protruding from the front. So it kind of hides the wedge shape. You don't realize it's a wedge-shaped car because of those headlights. But it's a interesting design of a car. And if you ever see, they used to do a lot of like head-to-head sports car, different brands, and the Porsches would always win. Even though they were smaller engines, smaller car, so they're essentially like road legal go-karts in a way. Because if you ever see a go-kart, the engine's right there in the back, right on the back tires, right over the back wheels. And Porsches are basically set up like that. And what's crazy too is they somehow fit rear seats in them too. Yeah, so this car handles pretty good. This isn't a god-awful car to drive. Some Porsches are very hard to control and keep on the road. This car is pretty forgiving because I'm not driving it all that good, but I'm keeping it on the road, which is surprising for me. It's turbo. I like turbo. I bet it doesn't sound good though. There's a thing with Porsche engines, for some reason they never really sound good. And I mentioned in another video that WRXs also have a boxer engine. They have a 2.5 liter straight flat 4, and they somehow always sound good. I'm like, why can't a Porsche sound good? I don't get it. Porsches for some reason do not sound good. But we'll see what this thing sounds like in the replay. Yeah, this thing handles nice. I'm not really noticing much of that, I was saying, like all the inertia is in the rear. I might have already got a body kit on this. I might have added some downforce already. I can't remember. This is the third lap. Both 125s. What's this lap? Oh, 122. Getting faster. Oh, geez. Great. Still able to control it though. Surprising. I don't know what's different about this Porsche that I can handle it. Nice, dude. That was pretty clean. Wasn't a perfect racing line, but still pretty clean. Coming up on our last lap here, this should be the final miles I need for the daily marathon or whatever. And we'll wrap the video up there. Actually, let's watch the replay. Okay, little thing I like to do, turn around. Turn around and get a dig. Okay. Did that pretty good. Oh, you see that ABS light blinking? No skirt. I don't think you're gonna get that over a rear engine car anyway. Turbo S. It's crazy how many different Porsches there are, but they're all basically the same. And I honestly can't tell one from the other. Yeah, like the brake ducts in the front, those little openings by the blinker. Pretty sure those are brake cooling ducts. But you see how the headlights protrude up? If they didn't do that, and there is a Porsche that it's called like the Flock Bro or something, Flosh Bro, which means like flat nose. Without those headlights protruding, you see how much of a wedge shape the front is. That's all engine back there. 6 cylinders. Low to the ground. The weird thing too about Porsches is because there's no engine in the front, there's tons of leg room under the dashboard. It's like completely open. It's kind of weird. You know, it was like front engine rear wheel drive cars generally have the transmission between down by your legs between you and the passenger. But in a Porsche, yeah, there's just nothing down there. It's completely open. I don't know if you can see it in this. Oh, it does kind of have there's a little bit of a, what do they call that? The tunnel? There's a little bit of tunnel in this car. Yeah, so you imagine the profile without the headlights protruding. That is a wedge shape right there. Let's skip to this lap so the video is not much longer. Yeah, and then once you realize like the function of the Porsche, you realize like the way it looks is actually good. They look weird, but when you realize why they look like that, it's actually good. You actually realize how cool it is that they. Well, that wasn't a great view. Pretty sure those corners look better than that. As I was sliding the whole way, a little bit of a drift going the whole way. Pretty much the same view, whatever. Okay, fast forward to the dig. I don't know if you've ever seen a Porsche in real life, but the rear tires are super wide. It's kind of crazy. What I like too is when they have souped up Porsches, because the engine is back there, you can see like the. All right, 4-star. Let's check it out. Yeah, when they soup up a Porsche, you can kind of see like the piping and stuff from the rear. To me, that looks really cool. I mean, they do that with mid-engine cars too, but just saying, also with Porsches. So an example of that would be, I think the roof kind of has that look. Yeah, see, I mean, that's all muffler, but it's still, I think it's cool to like see all that. Anyway, let's check out the lotto ticket. Check my scratcher. 4-star. Let's see what a 4-star is. I think that one's consistently been 10 grand. Okay, no money in this one, just a part. An engine. Hopefully a cool one. Mines. Yeah, I don't know if that can swap into anything, so I only really like engines for engine swaps. The valued at 1.3 million. That's all right. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks for watching today's daily workout. Bye.